living in your house. What do you mean? Didn't you summon a genie? Well, clearly you did, because here I am. No, you weren't aware that you weren't aware. Well, did you buy a lamp recently? Often people like find them, think they're pretty, not realise that there's a genie involved, and then accidentally summon them. You didn't even have a lamp. You got a cup. Okay, can I see the cup? There might be some mistake. Well, this feels like my lamp. Right, okay, I was expecting something a bit more grand. I'll take it. It's my first genie visit. I don't know if you could tell. Maybe I shouldn't be writing myself out like that, but you're my first. Hi. Yeah, so you must have got this magical mug from like the bottom of the ocean or whatever, and it had me inside of it. You must have made some tea. What flavour? Earl Grey. Okay, well please don't put tea in it again. It is a bit disrespectful. You didn't know, not your fault. But then you must have like touched it, and I'm here to grant your wishes. I know, it's very overwhelming. Don't worry, I have been trained for this. I know exactly what to do. I know how to grant them. If you want, I can actually help you decide what wishes you want. Yeah, I don't mind. I know that a lot of people can get very overwhelmed, and then they wish for like loads of selfish things and then they word it wrong, and then they end up using their last wish to undo all the other wishes, and then it's like, what's the point, you know? So I can help you. I'm not strictly meant to, but like, no one's gonna know. There's no head genie or anything. This is so fun. Okay, let me just get my trusty book. Yeah, this is Secret Magic Spellbook. So we can write down some ideas for your wishes. Now I'm sure you can guess there are some rules. I know, boo-hoo, there are some rules. This one's good. Okay. So the rules, I'm just gonna go over them. Firstly, no money. I know, boring, but it's better that way because people overuse it and then they cause like loads of inflation, and it's just like a whole thing. So there are ways that you can get around it though. Like you could wish for permanent stability in your life, you know. You can wish for all your needs to be met, so then you don't have the money but you do have things like a nice house, with no rent and no bills and things like that. So there are ways that we can work around it. So, but that is rule number one. No money. No money. Sad face. Another thing is no more wishing for more wishes. Once again, I know, but then people just turn into dictators, and yeah, it's just, we stick to the three. We stick to the three. No wishing for more wishes. Another sad face. More wishing for more wishes. I think that's the basic rules. There's only 2. We're not that strict. But what we are strict about, I'm just forewarning you now, is, like I said earlier, the wording. Now you have 3 wishes. There is no word count. You can make the wish as long as you'd like. As long as it's like not multiple wishes in one sentence, but you can really be creative with it. Like, be as specific as you can. I say we should start right away. Okay. So how are you doing financially, if you don't mind me asking? Because, like I said, no money, but we can set you up for the rest of your life. You want like a bit more? Yeah? Okay. What kind of house would you like? Okay. Be very specific. I'm going to write this down. I'm not going to do the wishing. I'm not going to fulfill the wishes until the end, but like, we'll write this down. Okay. Would you like a big, small, medium? Medium? Okay. Yeah. I find that big houses, they tend to be lonely. You know, my lamp is pretty, well, cup is pretty big on the inside. It gets really lonely, so I think medium is the right call. What kind of aesthetic would you like? Yeah, it could be like cottagecore, you know, modern, be very specific, gothic. That's nice, I like that. Okay. Well, do you want it in like the city? Or like the countryside? Like, where specifically do you want this house? Ooh, it's lovely there. Yeah, I went there on like my Genie training. It's really nice. Okay. Perfect. And now I will include no bills, no rent, no mortgage. Therefore, see, making use of the word count, leaving wisher with a, what wording should we use? With a catch-free house and pool. I'm going to give you a pool. Okay, so we've got you a house. What else do normal people need? Food? I could say it comes with a private chef and a fridge that has unlimited food, so then you don't have to worry about buying the food for the... Yeah, okay. I'll put that into the wording. Or you could, instead of the chef, because then somehow manual labour costs might slip through the cracks, I could just say it comes with a fridge that creates whatever you want, kind of like Star Trek. I'll write that. Fridge. Cost-free fridge. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah, so you got no bills, no rent, no mortgage, pool, you got a garden. I put a garden in there as well. And food. I think that's... What else do you need? Well, that could be wish 1. I think that's long enough. We've been pretty specific. Now wish 2. Do you have any dreams? Do you have a dream job? Yeah? Okay, tell me about it. Ooh, that is nice. Oh, and I could, you know how I said that we're not allowed to wish for money? And once again, a loophole there is I could just write, wisher gets their dream job and is compensated at the higher end of the scale for their work. So then the magic can't be like, well, you're just doing money, because no, you're providing a service and therefore it's not just asking for money. Perfect. Gets their dream job, and I'm gonna put in there, and it is not disappointing whatsoever. There you go. Okay, so we got 2 wishes. Now I think that that's kind of set you up, you know. Do you want, how are you doing in the romance scale? Because we could hypothetically tag on love life into the second wish. Yeah, we could just be like, wisher gets their dream job and is not disappointing whatsoever, and they get compensated at the higher end of the scale for their work where they meet the love of their life. You want to do that? Okay, okay. Perfect. And now you have one more wish. I think you could be a bit more, you could be fun with this one. Yeah, go crazy. I mean, you're gonna get loads of money, you're gonna have your dream house, you're gonna have your dream job, you're gonna have your dream partner. You know, those are like the basic things that most people want. And love of your life doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. Like, if you already feel like you've met the one, you might meet like your platonic soulmate, you know? Like, these things are subjective. Do you want to be more specific, just in case? Yeah, because if you do want a romantic partner, that might give you the platonic soulmate. What do you want? Which one? Okay, I'll add that up. Needs the specify. There we go. Okay. And last wish. What? You can really go crazy. You tell me everything that you want and I will just write down. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Are you sure about the wording? Do you want to be more specific there? Nice touch. Add is happy is a good one. Take care of the mental health, yeah. Is happy due to excellent therapy. Just to specify that as well, because I heard this one guy, he wished to be happy, and then because he didn't specify how, he didn't actually get emotional growth or anything, and then he was just happy all the time, and that's not appropriate. Like, you can't be happy all the time. You got to be happy because you've grown as a person. So I'm just gonna, yeah, specify. Okay, yeah, we can do that. I'd say that's perfect. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Okay, we do have to space out the wishes a little bit. I can do one now, but we should probably wait to see how they do, just so that you can reverse them if you want. I think that you're going to be completely fine. I mean, we have been so specific. I don't think you can go wrong. But just in case, so we'll do the house one now. You can settle in a little bit, and then I'll visit you back next week so we can do the job one. And then after like maybe a few months of the job, we can do your last one, which is the best one, by the way. But we should keep the last one spare just in case anything goes tits up. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I gotta go do some genie magic. I gotta go look over my books because I have slightly forgotten how to do that, but you will immediately just get the keys, so you will be fine. Do you mind rating me, by the way? Yeah, I gotta get a few good reviews before I get like fully geniified, and then hopefully my lamp will get a little bit better, my mug. So if I send you a link on your email, could you just like fill out a review? Thank you. Oh my god, this has been really nice. You'll have to let me know how your house is. So just go wait and I'll do it in a second. Okay, this has been great.